What are you grateful for? Even in the midst of this COVID-19, even in the midst of all the craziness that's going around, what are you still grateful for? What's going on, guys? Your boy Easy Busy right here, who says no matter how crazy or busy life is, always take it easy. And today we're talking about gratitude, right? Excuse me. I know times are tough, you know. Uh, like a lot of people, like you've never seen tougher time than these. People losing their jobs, craziness going on, and you going the regular Joe is gonna have the natural inclination to be pissed, to be sad, because we're losing a lot of things. We're losing people. But in the midst of that, I think this is the best opportunity for us to be grateful. It is time to be grateful. Being grateful for sure gives you two things. And those are the two things that I'm going to develop, hopefully in less than 7 minutes. Okay? The first thing, when you're grateful, it makes you feel good. And the second thing, when you're grateful, it makes you have more of the stuff that you're grateful for. First of all, being grateful makes you feel good, right? I forgot to take this notebook or a book. I got this book right here. Here you go. The Simple Abundance Journal of Gratitude, right? And it's by Sarah Ben Brevnach or Bravenach. It's not even a book. At the beginning of this thing, it talks about great gratitude. All the small things that you gotta be grateful for. It's like 5 or 10 pages, and the rest of it is like a calendar. And every day, like May 1st, May 2nd, it gives you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines to write some of the things that you're grateful for. So I spend a lot of time on this. Every time, either when I wake up or when I'm going to bed, I write down the things that I'm grateful for. And I can tell you it makes me feel good. Because when you think about the things that you're grateful for, you think about those happy things. The things that you couldn't have done on your own, the grace that you've got, the people that help you. And when you focus on that, you feel good. On the other side, if you focus on the bad side, first of all, some of the things that are going on out there, there's nothing you can do about it. You cannot change it, right? So you staying there and being mad and sad isn't going to change anything. If anything, it's going to bring you more of that because you're focusing on the bad stuff. And guess what? Whatever you focus on is going to dwell. It's going to become bigger. So when I'm writing, like May the 5th, what I was able to give, okay, that's something that I gave and I was happy about, and then, bunch of stuff, I even wrote down the new good source of income because I believe that in the midst of things like that, good new opportunities open up, and I was grateful for that. And when I'm doing that, I sit down and I kind of spend time on it. I don't just write it. When I write it, I spend time. I look, I see it, I imagine it, I feel it, and I go through it. And it doesn't have to be only big things. I go through small things, I go through medium things, I go through big things. But I spend time on it. I can spend a minute or 30 seconds on one thing and visualizing it and seeing it and feeling it and hearing everything that's going on around. So when you stay there, it makes you feel good. You know what I'm saying? Imagine the last time you got something really big. You see that thing coming to you again. It makes you feel so good. So when you're grateful, it takes you away from that depression, from all the sadness, and it's healthy for you. So that's one side of being grateful. The second side of grateful is that it brings you what you're being grateful for. Let's say, for example, you are at work and Billy is always on time. And you say, Billy, you know what I love about you is that you're always on time. I just love that about you. Guess what? Billy is always going to be on time because you mentioned to Billy what you liked about him. And Billy is going to honor that. On the other side, there's John. You say, hey, John, I mean, what are we going to do with you, John? You never do anything right. And guess what? John is never going to do anything right because every time you tell John that he never does anything right, John say, hey, I can't do nothing right. And as a matter of fact, whatever I do, you don't know how to appreciate. So you always see the bad stuff. So even if I do something right, you are not gonna see it. So when you focus on the bad stuff, you're creating that bad stuff. When you focus and you are focused and grateful for the good stuff, it's like you are creating it. Not only does it feel good, but it's like you're calling it. You're calling it to creation. So I'm inviting everybody right now. How grateful are you? I am grateful for the politicians out there. I don't necessarily agree with what they're doing, but at least they're out there trying to do the best or trying to come up with measures to make things easy for us. The healthcare workers, essential workers out there. I am grateful for that. I'm grateful for this light that's on my face so that you can see my face really well. I'm grateful for I got a roof over my head. So every morning, as soon as I wake up, I open my eyes, the first thing I do is smile, and the second thing I do, I start being grateful. Grateful for the day, especially when I hear the birds chirping. Oh, this is one of the best things that can happen to me. I love birds. So when I hear that sound, I am so happy, and I am grateful for that. And right before going to bed, I am grateful right before going to sleep. And a lot of people do the opposite. When they're going to bed, they're focused on the thing that bothers them. First of all, you can't even sleep. You know what I'm saying? So that's what keeps on going in your mind. So if you don't get anything out of this video, I'm going to invite you right before you go to bed and as soon as you wake up, being grateful. And if you can, get a gratitude journal. I have another one that my life coach gave me. That's makes you list 10 things every day. But I'm just going with 5 right now. And this is like a journal. I can go back to it like a year from now and see what are the things that I was grateful for. I know things are not easy, but when you're grateful, you create. Life opens up for you and you attract even more people. When you are happy and smiling, people want to get with you. You attract people. But when you have that mean face, nobody want to associate with you. So what are you grateful for? Keep on being grateful and you will see how your life is going to be changed. But it comes gradually, one day at a time, for a couple of weeks, and you make it a habit and you will see. It's been your humble servant, Mr. Easy Busy right here. And then I'll see you at the next video. Keep being grateful. All right? Take it easy. Peace and love.